Dalton and Veronica got up the next morning and took a walk to Lake Serenity. It sure is a beautiful morning, isn't it, Veronica? Yes, it is. The temperature seems ideal. This feeling of just being alive and with your lover on a serene beach seems like the ultimate pleasure at the moment. I agree. Would you like to go to the movies tonight? Sure. The popcorn is delicious there. But does the person who sells it to you always demand that you convince them on a psychic level how much you truly enjoy the popcorn before you get it? Yeah. Why? I think that's ridiculous. The person at the concession booth wants to know for sure that you are truly enjoying the taste sensation of the popcorn and buttery topping as it excites your taste buds. He or she has a lot of integrity as a movie employee. It still seems ridiculous to me. What movie do you want to see tonight? They're showing Jaws 4 tonight. With Mike Meyer as a character that was portrayed by Richard Dreyfuss. Let's go. The evening arrives, and Mike and Veronica go to the Dream Love Theater to see Jaws 4. They walk up to the concession booth to order popcorn. Excuse me, man. My girlfriend and I would like a bucket of popcorn. You said that you would like a bucket of popcorn. Yes. That's not very convincing. You must express a desire so strong to obtain a bucket of popcorn that it manifests itself as an obsession, the non fulfillment of which would result in you exhibiting maniacal behaviors and going on a killing spree. Listen, lady, I'm not going on a killing spree if I don't get my bucket of popcorn. It's not that I'm not that insane. It's just that the craving that I have for the bucket of popcorn is so intense that I really want that fucking bucket of popcorn. That's not a strong enough desire to get this popcorn. That doesn't show enough respect for how delicious this popcorn is. We want people who would be willing to go on a killing spree if they didn't get a bucket of popcorn here. A killing spree? I'm just kidding. But you have to really express the utmost sincerity of your craving for this popcorn to get it. I'm sorry, I can't. It's just popcorn. It's not that extraordinary of a pleasure. It's just a nice thing to eat. You're exaggerating the pleasure you get from eating this popcorn. I am? Oh no, I'm not. This popcorn stimulates your taste buds in a way that heightens your senses and brings your spirit to a new plateaus of human enlightenment. Yeah, right. Believe it or not, it does. Can I please have a bucket of popcorn, ma'am? Look into my eyes and connect with my soul on an esoteric level, convincing me that you want it. Okay, I'll try. Dalton looks into the eyes of the woman at the concession booth and tries to convince her that he truly wants a bucket of popcorn. There, are you satisfied? No. Not at all. I put every amount of psychic energy that I have into trying to persuade you that I wanted a bucket of popcorn. It didn't work. Would you like to try, Veronica? Sure. Veronica looks in the eyes of the woman at the concession booth with her intense passion to get a bucket of popcorn. Here you go, Veronica. You can have a bucket of popcorn. Thanks. What? Are you fucking kidding me? She gets to have a bucket of popcorn? What did she do differently? Her utmost sincerity to obtain a bucket of popcorn was truly conveyed to me on a spiritual level. When she looked into my eyes and tried to convince me that of her wanting for a bucket of popcorn, not only did she convince me of said wanting, okay, but our souls were momentarily suspended on a spiritual plane of existence where we wallowed in the pleasure of culinary delight. I tried really hard to convince you that I wanted a bucket of popcorn, okay? Maybe next time, can I have some of hers? No, absolutely not. What can I have? You could have a Mounds bar and a glass of water. A Mounds bar. Those fucking suck. I don't want a fucking Mounds bar. I hate coconut. Too bad. That's all you can have. A Mounds bar. That's all you get. A Mounds bar. Okay, give me the fucking Mounds bar. Here you go. Here's your Mounds bar. Enjoy it. I sure won't. Let's go into the movie theater to watch the movie. Sure. Dalton and Veronica went to the movie theater to watch Jaws 4. And in Jaws 4, the shark has evolved to be able to levitate above the ocean and attack people right on the beach. This is a great movie. It sure is. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening. Here's an excerpt from the movie Jaws 4 that Dalton and Veronica watched in the Dreamlove Theater. Scene 1. The character that Mike Meyer portrays, Hugh Tomlinson, is on a boat at sea communicating with the people at the command center about the shark with his walkie-talkie. Is that you, Sheila? Do you read me? We have a big problem here. This motherfucking shark has really evolved. What? I didn't steal your goobers. Did you check the pantry? Then check it. Anyways, we have a massive problem. The shark has evolved to have the ability to fly. What? Yes, you heard me correctly. Fly. I've never seen anything so fucking terrifying. I saw a fat guy on the beach yesterday eating a hoagie in broad daylight when suddenly the shark emerged from out of the ocean and not only ate the rest of the fat guy's hoagie, but took a bite out of his face. It then started laughing. What? I'm not kidding. The shark started laughing. It must have evolved to have the ability to laugh. I never saw a shark laugh. What? Where did the shark go after it attacked the fat guy? When it was done attacking the fat guy, it boarded some kind of spacecraft and that seemed to go to outer space at an amazing speed. What? Is the fat guy still alive? Yes, the fat guy is still alive. The fat guy has a part of his face missing, though. What? Okay, we'll talk about this tomorrow. Bye, I'll see you. After the movie, Dalton and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house for drinks. They are sitting in Veronica's living room couch talking. How did you like the movie? I thought it was great. The special effects in particular were impressive. What do you think the true meaning of life is, Veronica? That's a deep question. Might take me a while to answer that. Life is complex. People build things, they go to work if they have to, they are entertained by other people, then they go to bed. Then suddenly it's all over. What's important is what remains. Strict society and material things are temporary, and enduring love is what matters most. That is part of why I believe in immortal love. So do I, Veronica. I am immortally in love with you, and I am in love with you. Let's go see another movie tomorrow. Sure. Dalton and Veronica had a terrific evening. Dalton and Veronica were sitting on the beach by the lake discussing Jaws 4. That was an entertaining movie that we saw. I hope there's going to be something great at the movie theater tonight. There should be. The movies at the Dreamlove Theater start at 7 p.m. tonight. We should just go there at that time and see what they have. Sure. Evening arrives, and Dalton and Veronica go to the Dreamlove Theater to see what they have. They walk up to the ticket booth, which is occupied by Mike Meyer, Christian Slater, and Winona Ryder, circa 1989, when the movie Heathers premiered. Dalton walks up to the concession booth and inquires about tickets. What? What do you mean, what? Are you Mike Meyer from the year 1989? Good guess. That is correct. I am. What are you doing here in 2022 at a movie concession booth within the archetypal realm of movies where Heathers 2 exists? Christian Slater responds to this. Let me explain something, Dalton. Perception born out of matter gives a human form the illusion of existential truths. This is what is known as reality. The truth is, reality exists on an infinite expanse of permutations. Come, explore another reality. What was that? That's the introduction to Mike's show, Another Reality, that exists in the realm of material reality. He, I, and Winona have crossed over from the material realm of reality to this archetypal realm of reality where Heathers 2 exists to show you the premiere of Heathers in the Dreamlove Theater. Does this exist in tandem with the showing of Heathers in the world of material reality? Yes, enjoy the premiere of Heathers here in the Dreamlove Theater. Keep in mind, Dalton, that you are not only watching the premiere of Heathers in the Dreamlove Theater in tandem with the showing of in the realm of material reality, but you are also being filmed for an episode of another reality that exists in the realm of material reality. This is far out. Also remember that the series of events that take place in this have been predetermined by me, including this conversation we are having. That is amazing. That's another reality. Dalton and Veronica were sitting in their seats at the Dreamland Theater enjoying the premiere of Heathers when a friend of Dalton's approached them. Hi, Dalton. It's nice to see you. Hi, Hugh. I haven't seen you for a long time. Yeah, it's been a while. I heard about the premiere of Heathers here at the Dreamland Theater. I read some great reviews about it. It's supposed to be original and brilliant. I heard that too. Who is this beautiful woman sitting next to you? Oh, this is Veronica, my girlfriend. She's the principal of Westerberg High School. It's nice to meet you, Hugh. It's nice to meet you, Veronica. Where's Mindy, Hugh? I've got something to tell you. I've fallen out of love with Mindy. I found a new woman. Her name is... Um, her name is um, Penelope. I thought you were in a wonderful relationship with Mindy. Yeah, I realized for more, I reached for more out of a relationship than Mindy was able to offer me. Our lives together were soulless and boring. With Penelope, I find new levels of romantic engagement that brings us both to heights of both psychic and sexual fulfillment. The only problem is Penelope won't let go. She's hanging on to me. Been trying to get rid of her. I've been trying to think of ways to get rid of her. Something I thought of the other day is that if I can convince her that I am really a robot, she wouldn't want me. Do you know how hard it is to convince another person that you are a robot? I've got to try. Is she really holding on that firmly to your relationship? Believe me, Veronica, she won't let go. Hmm? She when I try to tell her that I don't think we belong together, she cries harder than any human being I have ever seen. Her eyes are flooded with tears. She sobs like a maniac. It's the most intensely emotional thing I've ever seen. Maybe that is a good idea, Hugh. I'm glad you're seeing it my way now, Dalton. Wow, there she is. She's here. Do you see her? She's the girl with the short blonde hair. I see her. Mindy approaches them. Hi, Hugh. Why didn't you invite me to see the premiere of Heathers with you? Mindy, I've got something to tell you. I'm a robot. A robot? You heard me correctly, Mindy. A robot. Do you want to date a robot? You're not a robot. I sure the fuck am. How do you explain all the personality and charm that you have? No robot has that much charisma. You'd be surprised, Mindy. Engineers are creating robots more sophisticated than ever. All of a sudden, Penelope walks into the Dreamlove Theater. She has also come to see the premiere of Heathers. Oh, hi, Hugh. I didn't know I would find you here. You would be here. Is this the bitch you have been dating, Hugh? Yes, it is. Who is this bitch? Oh, sorry, Penelope. This is Mindy, the woman I am trying to end my relationship with so that I can date you. Do you know? Do you know how rude that is, prick? I tried to end our relationship nicely, Mindy. You wouldn't let go. I wouldn't let go. So now you try to convince me that you are a robot? Do you really think I was going to fall for that? I am a robot, Mindy. All of a sudden, Penelope starts letting smoke out of her eyes. She's seeming to collapse and disassemble like some kind of piece of malfunctioning equipment. Somebody help me! There's an instruction manual in my front pocket. I need repairs. I need some assistance. What the fuck? Is this a robot? Dalton pulls out the instruction manual from Penelope's front pocket. He follows the directions. He puts some spark plugs into Penelope's aortic system and reconnects some loose connections. She is now functioning perfectly. You're a robot, Penelope? Yeah, I probably should have told you. She's a robot. I'm a human being. You chose a robot over me. Are you still more in love with her? To tell you the truth, yes. I've fallen in love with a female robot, Mindy. You wouldn't believe how much passion she has. She fucks with an exotic rhythm that brings me to such a transcendent orgasmic state that I could see into the very depths of immortal love. You're not really a robot yourself, are you, Hugh? No, but I'm in love with the robot. As heartbreaking as this is, keep her. I'll see you, Mindy. I hope you find true love. Mindy goes off into the night. And the rest of them watched the premiere of Heathers. They had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica went back to the Lake Serenity that evening and took a boat on the lake. It was a calm night in late July, and the temperature was both soothing and comfortable. Feeling like a gentle massage to a tired body. This is so romantic, Dalton. Hmm. Oh, I agree. Just to be here with you on this peaceful lake and look into your beautiful eyes is the ultimate feeling experience of fulfillment for me. This is true romance. Yeah, I feel as though it's just you and me staring to the face of eternally transcendent pleasure. It's not a mere fleeting physical pleasure, such as those pleasures known to strictly earthbound mortals. It is the pleasure of an awakened soul that truly has found love. Mm. It's a feeling of being isolated in space and time with just you and the beauty of the enlightened human mind. That was beautifully stated. I want to kiss you. Go ahead. Dalton kisses Veronica. The exquisite pleasure of kissing your soft, supple lips of luxury is a pleasure that is only heightened by my feeling of being loved by you. Our love is eternal. Would you like to go to see a movie at the Dreamworld Theater tomorrow night? Sure. What's playing? A movie titled Romantic Destiny. Sure. The next evening arrives, and Dalton and Veronica go to the Dreamworld Theater to see the movie. As usual, they go to the concession booth to order a bucket of popcorn. They see the same woman there. How can I help you, people? I would like a bucket of popcorn. You said that you would like a bucket of popcorn. That's not very convincing. Oh, no, not this again. You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna put me through this again? You're not getting a bucket of popcorn unless you firmly convince me of your desire for it. I agree with Dalton. It's just a bucket of popcorn, and he really does want it. Any patron who obtains a bucket of popcorn at this place has truly conveyed the utmost sincerity of his or her wanting for it beyond the shadow of a doubt. It must be unequivocal. Don't you think that that's a slightly pretentious attitude to have about popcorn? Pretentious? Not at all. It is fucking pretentious. I agree with Dalton. It is fucking pretentious. You've tasted the popcorn. You know how special it is. If you remember correctly, ma'am, all I had was a Mounds bar and it was disgusting as usual. If I'm not convinced on a psychic level of your wanting for a bucket of popcorn, you're not getting it. Believe me, the wanting is big. The wanting is this. Okay, both of you. Look at me and try to convince me on a psychic level of your desire for a bucket of popcorn. Dalton and Veronica looked deeply into the woman's eyes, trying to convince her. I'm convinced. Terrific. Give us a bucket of popcorn. The woman gives Dalton and Veronica a bucket of popcorn. They go to the movie theater. Go in the theater to watch the movie. Well, they had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house later that evening to talk and have a drink. It was a beautiful moonlit evening as Veronica cruised at a relaxed speed in her baby blue Porsche on a desolate road through the town of Lake Serenity. Let's stop at the convenience store for some booze. How about some Anchor Steam beer? Sure. I think they have that there. Veronica pulls up to the Happy Hut convenience store, and walked inside. They were greeted by a tall woman with brunette hair. Welcome to the Happy Hut on this fine July evening. How may I be of your assistance? Where do you keep the Anchor Steam beer? It's there in the refrigerator, in the beer refrigerator. Do you see it? I see it. Veronica walks up to the beer refrigerator and pulls out a case of Anchor Steam beer for her and Dalton to enjoy. They purchase it. Here you go. Have a nice evening. Bye. Before you people go, I have something I want to warn you about. Warn us about? Yeah. There's an unseen presence lurking about in the woods near Lake Serenity. An unseen presence? How do you know? Because I am psychically connected to nature. I was born under circumstances in which the moment of my birth, at the moment of my birth, the light from the formation of a cluster of stars in a galaxy not yet discovered by astronomers, only discovered in my subconscious by the traveling through time and space of my soul in a lucid dream, entered my eyes at the very moment that it reached the Earth from 7 billion light years away. How were you able to discover this galaxy in a lucid dream if it was already discovered by you at the moment of your birth? My soul has wandered the universe for time immemorial. I am the nature goddess, and I am the key element that brings harmony into nature. As a disembodied soul, I had this lucid dream. In it, I discovered the Penelope galaxy. At the moment of my birth, the light from the cluster of stars entered my eyes, and I was born into humanity as I maintain a dual human goddess form. It's named the Penelope galaxy. That's cool. I know. Here, I thought you were just a lonely woman in a gritty apartment earning minimum wage at the Happy Hut, and it turns out that you are the nature goddess working at the Happy Hut. This is fascinating. You people have a wonderful evening, but please heed my advice. Watch out for the unseen presence. I'm not sure yet if it is sinister, or it is peaceable. We'll watch out for the unseen presence. Yeah, we'll beware of the unseen presence. So long. Dalton and Veronica drive back to Veronica's lake house and sit out on the back patio to drink and talk. What a beautiful evening. Me, you, the lake, and a beautiful summer breeze with a view of Lake Serenity being kissed by the moonlight. I couldn't ask for more. Neither could I. Do you feel any unseen presence, Veronica? No? I don't feel any unseen presence. How do you feel an unseen presence? I don't know. I'm trying to feel the unseen presence, but I can't. Maybe it's something that is indefinable. Maybe it's something that a person can only intuit. Sure, maybe. Whatever the unseen presence is, I'm sure not feeling it. All of a sudden, all I'm feeling is a union of souls with you, Veronica. As I look deeply into your beautiful brown eyes, I'm feeling that too. Why do we believe in the new age hooey that we heard from the woman at the Happy Hut? I believe the woman at the Happy Hut, Dalton. I believe I believe the woman that had at the Happy Hut, Dalton. I believe in the possibility of truly transcendent phenomenon. What good would life be if it was merely stark existence with nothing but a miserable life of struggle and then death? Sure, but that still could have been some charlatan or scam artist. We'll know for sure if we ever feel the unseen presence. That's correct. Let's just enjoy the evening. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica got up the next morning and took a walk to the beach at Lake Serenity. It was a very serene day. There was a mild breeze gently massaging their skin, blowing from the southeast, and the temperature remained at around 72 degrees Fahrenheit for the morning. I'm still trying to figure out what the unseen presence is that the woman at the Happy Hut was referring to. So am I. I wonder if it's a peaceable presence or a sinister presence. Hey, look, Veronica. Did you see that? I saw it. It's a head that emerged from the surface of the lake. It looks somewhat human, but with some hideously powerful looking characteristics to it that would seem to suggest that perhaps it is some kind of a cross between a man and a monster. Do you believe in monsters? Yeah. How would you define a monster? We are human beings living in the animal kingdom. Genetically, we share a high percentage of the same DNA of our animal ancestors. What distinguishes us as human beings is a layer in our brains known as the cerebral cortex. This region of the brain is responsible for higher order functioning of the human mind and abstract thinking. Alongside the evolution of man, there was a split in the evolutionary path that formed a type of beast that is very human in many of its intellectual capacities, but is also deeply in touch with its reptilian brain, which is the region of the brain that is given to hostility and evil without remorse. Wow, Veronica. For a principal, you have an intimate grasp of some complex scientific concepts. Thanks. Well, look, it's Kando from Planet Chandigarh hovering above the lake in his spaceship. Kando hovers above Lake Serenity in his spaceship, and lets open a door from which extends a plateau on which he walks onto. Greetings, Earthlings. I hope this morning finds you in a happy state. Hi, Kando. Good morning, Kando. Have any of you seen Isidorax? I'm sorry, Kando. I haven't seen her. Neither have I, Kando. I'm truly devastated. My life is aimless without Isidorax. I would keep trying to get her back, Kando. She filed a restraining order. I can't come near her. That's very sad, Kando, but was your behavior inappropriate towards her? Why did she file a restraining order? I've been spying on her, following her around wherever she goes, taunting her, and pleading with her to come back to me. That is very inappropriate behavior, Kando, not to mention desperate and pathetic. All of a sudden, Isidorix is seen on the beach in the distance. She approaches them and looks at the spaceship to see Kando hovering up there. Kando, Isidorix, I've decided to come back to you. I've dropped the restraining order. You dropped the restraining order? I could come near you and hold you in my loving arms? Come to me, Kando. Hold me in your loving arms. Kando and Isidorix stand on the beach together, arms around each other in a beautiful love embrace that fills not only their hearts with supreme mirth, but also the hearts of those around them, except for the monster in the lake who emerges from the surface of the lake in a predatory stance, mauling Kando and Isidorix. Isidorix is able to, with the power of her stare, levitate the monster above the lake, trapping it in a suspended position where it screams in agony. That was amazing, Isidorix. It's it's so good to be back with you. I finally decided to forgive you for cheating on me with a robot slut. I'm thrilled to be back with you. Kando and Isidorix climb on board their spaceship and teleport back to planet Chandiku. That was amazing. It sure was. Do you feel any unseen presence yet? No, I don't feel it yet. It just must be some kind of presence beyond the tangible world of human existence that is a pure state of being. I agree. Don and Veronica had a wonderful evening. Dalton, Veronica, Kando, and Isidorix went back to Veronica's lake house that evening to have some drinks and talk. Isidorix and Kando instantly teleported to her house while Dalton and Veronica cruise there at a relaxing pace. Veronica pulls up in the front of the house in her baby blue Porsche and is greeted by Kando and Isidorix. So, this is your lake house. I like it. I like it too. Why don't you come inside with us? Dalton, Veronica, Kando, and Isidorix go inside the lake house and sit down on the couch in the living room. Would you like a drink? What do you have? Something we Earthlings call beer. Beer, sure. Splendid. I'll get us some beer. Dalton, would you like a beer? Sure. Veronica goes to the refrigerator in the kitchen and grabs a beer for each of them. I've got the beer. They all take a swig of the beer. Kando and Isidorix, being aliens from planet Chandiku, where they don't have beer, don't know that beer is an alcoholic beverage that can inebriate those who drink it. Kando and Isidorix seem a little intoxicated after drinking some beer. This beverage that you call beer is good. Also, it gives me a nice feeling. I agree. I'm glad you gave me beer. I'm happy to hear that you're happily drinking beer. Now, you should keep drinking beer. Would you beings, a person and an alien, like to go to the Dreamworld Theater tonight to see a movie? What's showing? That's a double feature. That movie from the late 70s featuring Sigourney Weaver, Alien, and a new movie called Unseen Presence. That'd be wonderful. Great. We'll go tomorrow night at It starts at 7 p.m. Sure, the next evening arrives and they go to the Dreamworld Theater to see Alien. They walk up to the concession booth to order buckets of popcorn. The same woman at the booth is there. Let's just call her the woman at the booth. How can I help you people? I would like a bucket of popcorn. Wow, are you a real-life alien? How coincidental. You were going to see the movie Alien here. Big deal. Just give me the fucking bucket of popcorn. No need to get rude on me. Okay, I'll say it without the rudeness. May I please have a bucket of fucking popcorn? Are you sure you want a fucking bucket of popcorn? Yes, I'm sure. That's not very convincing. You must convince me on a psychic level that you truly want a fucking bucket of popcorn. Conveying to me in psychic images and notions the exquisite pleasure that the fucking popcorn brings to your mind and your soul as it excites your taste buds in a way that sends you into a realm of culinary delight that is orgasmic in its nature. Okay, I'll try. Candle looks in the woman's eyes and tries to convince her on a psychic level that he truly wants a fucking bucket of popcorn. There, are you convinced? No, absolutely not. So I can't have a fucking bucket of popcorn? No, you can't. What can I have? You could have a Mounds bar and a glass of water. A Mounds bar? I hate those. I hate coconut. Why do they try to sell those to people in Aliens? They suck. Too bad, Kando. That's all you can have. A Mounds bar and a glass of water. A Mounds bar and a glass of water. That's all you get. I'm getting more than a Mounds bar and a glass of water. Sorry, Kando. That's all you get. A Mounds bar and a glass of water. No, man. I'm getting more than a Mounds bar and a glass of water. No, Kando. Sorry. For you? It's just going to be a Mounds bar and a glass of water. That's all you get. A Mounds bar and a glass of water. No, ma'am. Sorry, Kando. That's all you're getting. A Mounds bar and a glass of water. That's all you get. No, ma'am. All of a sudden, Kando grabs a woman, holding her hostage. I would like to announce that I cannot abide by the rules of this establishment, of this movie theater. I am a real-life alien with many supernatural powers. I can teleport in time and space, psychokinetically move large objects, even buildings and cars, suspend people in vulnerable positions, and send people to a place of alien enslavement on planet Jondaku. Are you sure that all I can have is a Mounds bar and a glass of water? Here's your hot buttery popcorn, Kando. Thanks. That's what I thought you would say. They went to the theater to watch Unseen Presence and Alien. They were watching Unseen Presence and didn't see any, and they didn't see any imagery on the screen. Where's the movie? It's called Unseen Presence. You don't see it on the screen. You see it in your mind. That's where it takes place. We enter the movie theater together and you can interact with the characters. Wow. This scene at the Dreamworld Theater is to be continued. Dalton and Veronica are sitting in the Dreamworld Theater waiting for Unseen Presence to begin. All of a sudden, Dalton and Veronica are on the set of a movie being filmed in Hollywood called Parallel Narrative. They've been psychically teleported to this movie. They look around, and it appears to be the same set as the original movie, Heathers. They see Denise Denovi on the set. Hi, Dalton. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Denise. Where are we? You're on the set of Heathers. In parallel to the filming of Heathers are the events that took place that were not seen in the movie. Did you ever stop and think about what was taking place in parallel at the moment that scenes and movies are taking place? Yeah, I have, Denise. The movie that you are in is a sort of montage of the scenes that took place in parallel to the scenes from Heathers. When you watch a movie that is set in a particular location, you see only some of what took place. There are other events taking place that don't make it to the film. This film that you are in is called Parallel Narrative and is a sort of montage of scenes that represent the scenes that also took place during the filming of Heathers in the set in the town it was filmed in. That's awesome. I'm happy to be a part of it. Okay, now that you know what you're in, let me tell you about what this scene is about. This is the cafeteria scene. In this scene, Veronica Sawyer meets JD for the first time. At the end of that scene, upon leaving the school for the day, in parallel to what you see in the movie Heathers, Veronica meets Dalton Donner in the parking lot. Veronica is walking up to her car and is greeted by Dalton. Now, here's your doll. I'll give it a try. Okay, let's try it, Dalton. Sure. It starts with you. Can I help you with something? Why are you staring at me? Oh, pardon me. My name is Dalton Donner. Pleased to meet you. Nice to meet you, Dalton. That's a cool name, but what do you want? I'm sorry, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with JD in the cafeteria today. Where were you? I didn't see you in the cafeteria. I was in the hallway. I was looking at you through the window of the door. Okay. So you heard the conversation I had with JD. So what? Veronica, I don't think you should consort with a guy like that. He's trouble. In what way? He doesn't have your best interest at heart, Veronica. He has ulterior motives. I don't agree. I think he's a nice guy with only the best of intentions. Believe me, Veronica, he's not. Please heed my warning. Can I talk to you about this in the parking lot after school tomorrow? Sure. I'll see you tomorrow. The next day arrives at Westerberg High School. Miss Sawyer pulls up to school in her baby blue Porsche, and Dalton Donner pulls up in his Pinto. They both enter the building and proceed to their respective rooms. Miss Sawyer gets on the loudspeaker to give her morning announcement. Good morning, students at Westerberg High School. Welcome to school. I hope you find so much intellectual stimulation in your endeavors on this beautiful day. That is my hope. It is my hope against hope. What in order to be the truth is that some of you are here to learn and love knowledge, and the only knowledge that some of you love is where the crazy glue is in supplies, so that you could put crazy glue in unsuspecting people's seats so that their asses get stuck to the seat. And for the people who love to learn and improve themselves so that they can become productive, happy, assimilated, and civil members of a society, have a great day. Dalton Donner, an aspiring young scientist, sees a science teacher in the hallway. Her name is Miss Eisenstein. Good morning, Miss Eisenstein. How's the science going? Science is good, Dalton. It's interesting how your name is Eisenstein. Charlotte Eisenstein. That's very close to Einstein. It's a coincidence. Albert Einstein is a personal hero of mine. I have an idea for you, Miss Eisenstein. Would you like to try to experiment with the DNA of some of the teachers here at Westbrook High School and crossbreed them to form a mutant monster that may further mutate into a superhuman entity that can teleport into other times in human history on Earth and the history of creatures on other planets by putting themselves in psychic trances? Hmm. Sure. I'll talk to you about this later. Bye. Have a great day. The day ends and Dalton sees Veronica by her car in the parking lot outside the school. I have to warn you about JD. What about him? He has some ulterior motives at this school. He has it in for some of the other students. Beware of him. He's dangerous. Oh, I doubt that. He's a nice young man. He doesn't want to hurt people. He wants to spread kindness wherever he goes. He's full of love. He's got nothing but good vibes emanating from him. He's so wonderful. Bullshit. He's a fucking asshole. He likes to hurt people. Look out. There's a lot of malevolent people at this school. JD and I have formed an alliance to defend ourselves. I'll see you later, Veronica. Would you like to meet me at the Snappy Snack Shack tomorrow for a turbo dog and a slushie? Sure. The next day arrives and Veronica sees Dalton in the parking lot of the Snappy Snack Shack, where she is waiting for him in her baby blue Porsche and he in his Pinto. Hi, Veronica. You look incredible. Thanks, Mike. Let's go inside the store and get a slushie and a turbo dog. Sure. Dalton and Veronica go inside the Snappy Snack Shack and order their food. A woman takes their order. How can I help you? Give me a turbo dog and a grape slushie. A turbo dog and a cherry slushie for me. I'll get that for you. Let me warn you, the slushies are amazing. But the turbo dogs are fucking disgusting. Shouldn't you be promoting the food here? Being an employee of the Snappy Snack Shack? No. What do I fucking care? They pay me minimum wage. I'll give them minimum effort for a minimum wage. That's cool. Did you know that's a line from a Replacements song? No, I just thought of that independently myself. I never heard of the Replacements. Who are they? They're a rock and roll band from Minneapolis. They have this album called Hootenanny where they sing, I'll give you a minimum effort for a minimum wage. Such a coincidence that you thought of that independently of that song. That's cool. The human minds of people are connected on a deep level. There is a real telepathic phenomenon happening. I might have harvested that notion from the mind of the Replacements, somewhere in the minefield. Somewhere, like the, like what do they call it? The minefield. It's called like the, okay, whatever it is. In the subconscious of both of us, we may have simultaneously thought of that. For them, it found its expression in a song. For me, it found its expression in my disillusionment with working at the Snappy Snack Shack. But the Snappy Snack Shack is a wonderful place to work. The Snappy Snack Shack? A wonderful place to work? Bull fucking shit. This place is a grime hole where you pray every night to a God that you hope exists to spare you from having some maniac rob you at gunpoint. There are no fucking benefits. I don't even get free turbo dogs and slushies. Then I go home to my hole in the wall apartment and watch the lottery drawing every night on television while feasting on a Swanson frozen dinner. To me, that would be paradise. It's all perspective. You just need to look at things with better eyes. No, it sucks. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Would you like to go to your lake house? Yeah. Dylan and Veronica went to Veronica's lake house. They had a terrific evening. Dalton was just about to leave for the evening when Veronica turned to him. Dalton? Yes, what is it, Veronica? Would you like to spend the night here? Sure. That'd be wonderful. Where can I sleep? With me in my bed. Seriously? Sure. Come with me. It's just around the corner at the end of the hallway. Mike and Veronica come to the end of the hallway where Veronica's bedroom is. This is a beautiful bedroom, Veronica. I notice you have a telescope. Can I have a look? Sure, take a look through it. Mike looks through the telescope and sees a beautiful array of planets and constellations on that warm evening in early June. Do you see that planet to the west of Orion? I can see it. Which planet is that? This planet Jondagu. It is? How do you know? On some nights, planet Jondagu, though many light years away, emits a brilliant light, enabling it to be seen by the naked human eye here on Earth. When this occurs, if you're staring right at the planet, you receive alien messages transmitted to your mind through a kind of transom that connects material reality to non-material reality in the field of thought forms. Are they in the form of words? No, it's pure thought. You receive thoughts from the aliens on planet Jondagu in a kind of esoteric field where your thoughts can be sent to the aliens. That's fascinating. Is there any alien in particular that you're getting to know? There's a male alien named Kando and a female alien named Isidorix I've become acquainted with. They are in a lover's dispute. Turn around and looking back at you, Veronica. Veronica turns around and sees Kando and Isidorix in back of her. Back of them. They have apparently been teleported to the Earth and are standing here and there in Veronica's bedroom. Greetings, Earthlings. Hi. Wow. How did you get here so quickly? We teleported from planet Jondagu. Nice bedroom. Thanks, Kando. Would you aliens like a drink or something? No, we have to get going. Kando and Isidorix teleported back to planet Jondagu. Wow. So now you met Kando and Isidorix. Yeah, that was interesting. You should be with me, Veronica. We'll talk about it. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening. Dalton sees Veronica in the parking lot after school. They start talking to each other. Meanwhile, in the Dreamworld Theater, Dalton and Veronica from Others Too are talking to each other in the realm where parallel narrative is taking place. Do you want to get some popcorn? Sure. Veronica and Dalton come back to their realm from the realm where parallel narrative takes place and go to the concession stand for popcorn. They start eating their popcorn and having a conversation. This is fascinating. We're watching our younger selves in a parallel narrative. to Heather's. It's amazing to see the scenes that took place that were not included in the movie. Yeah, people who are fans of Heather's should see parallel narrative to get the whole story. The real story of Heather's is really the original movie, along with the parallel narrative. Donald and Ryder went back to the theater to watch the rest of the parallel narrative. They come out of the Dreamworld Theater to a beautiful moonlit evening and were greeted by Kando and his dogs. It's nice to see you. Hi. It's nice to see you, Kando and his dogs. Are you getting along? Our romance is blossoming. Can we come to your lake house? That's not very polite, Kando. You don't just invite yourself to my lake house. Why not? Because it's not proper etiquette.